China's game-changing sanctions workaround has the world on the edge of its seats. Is this the end of Western economic dominance? In a strategic maneuver sure to make headlines, China has unveiled a solution that could lift Russia and Iran out of sanctions abyss for good, marking a watershed moment with immense geopolitical implications. By establishing an independent payment system that sidesteps the dollar-dominated SWIFT network, Beijing looks set up to upend the sanctions status quo and trigger a seismic shift with shockwaves felt around the globe. The stakes have never been higher as China takes drastic action to defend its allies while staking a bold new claim in the power struggle between East and West. The fate of global sanctions policy hangs in the balance. Has the unthinkable really happened? To understand the gravity of China's audacious step, we need to rewind to the origins of the sanctions gripping Russia and Iran. These nations found themselves entangled in economic restrictions, a consequence of perceived aggression. Russia, facing backlash from the US and EU for annexing Crimea in 2014 and alleged involvement in eastern Ukraine. Simultaneously, Iran's nuclear ambitions, viewed with suspicion by the West, resulted in severe sanctions affecting everything from oil exports to banking. These sanctions, designed to force policy changes, inadvertently inflicted collateral damage on everyday citizens. The toll was seen in rising inflation, unemployment, and shortages, creating a crucible of hardships. Ironically, rather than sparking discontent, these challenges often bolstered nationalistic sentiments, strengthening the very regimes the West sought to influence. China's strategy for liberating Russia and Iran from the clutches of sanctions was predominantly economic in nature. Fueled by an insatiable industrial appetite, China embarked on a bold venture, snapping up Russian oil and gas alongside Iranian oil. What set this apart was China's adept sidestepping of the dollar-dominated global financial system, orchestrating transactions through unconventional channels like the UN or barter agreements. The economic prowess not only injected vitality into the economies under sanctions, but also elevated China's status as a global currency player, seizing the vacuum left by departing Western corporations. Chinese businesses strategically set up operations in Russia and Iran across diverse sectors, from technology to infrastructure. This intricate web of investments seamlessly integrated these nations into China's grand global vision. The interconnectedness went beyond economic ties. It became a safeguard for China's interests. Any attempts to further economically isolate Russia or Iran risked unintended consequences for Chinese interests, a fact that gave Western nations pause. Beyond being an economic lifeline, China's involvement morphed into a diplomatic masterstroke. By positioning itself as a counterbalance to the West, China extended an alternative alliance, one unburdened by the political and ideological streams that often accompany Western partnerships. This diplomatic finesse was palpable during high-profile meetings and summits, where Chinese diplomats, alongside their Russian and Iranian counterparts, championed a vision of a multipolar world. This marked a clear departure from the post-Cold War era dominated by American unilateralism. As the West grappled with this realignment, the potency of sanctions as a tool in international diplomacy took a hit. With China openly flouting these embargoes, their effectiveness diminished drastically. The West found itself in a quandary. There were concerns about Russia and Iran pivoting decisively eastward, forming an influential bloc that could challenge Western hegemony economically and militarily. These anxieties prompted introspection within Western capitals, questioning the efficacy of sanctions and emphasizing the need for more nuanced diplomatic engagements. The narrative of China freeing Russia and Iran from Western sanctions extends beyond these three nations. It symbolizes broader shifts in the global arena. Emerging economies like India, Brazil, and South Africa gaining influence signify a move towards multipolarity. In this evolving paradigm, alliances become fluid, and nations have more than just the West to turn to. While this complexity poses challenges, it also presents opportunities for more balanced global decision-making, reflecting the interests of a broader spectrum of humanity. China's support for Russia and Iran emerges as a harbinger of this future, a testament to changing dynamics where power is distributed among many, challenging the era of unilateral decisions by a single bloc. The move also carries societal implications, as China's opposition to Western sanctions inadvertently elevates the narrative of an East versus West dichotomy, setting the stage for a geopolitical landscape characterized by multipolarity and diverse alliances. In the complex realm of international relations, China's backing of Russia and Iran defies simplistic narratives, carrying inherent risks. In an era inundated with information and shaped by the rapid dissemination of news through social media, there's a looming danger of fostering misunderstandings and biases. The oversimplified portrayal of China's actions can be viewed diversely, some seeing it as a beacon against Western dominance, others as a challenge to democratic values, or even a pragmatic move in the intricate chessboard of global politics. This underscores the collective responsibility of the media, influencers, and policymakers to present nuanced perspectives, steering away from reducing complex situations to mere binaries. It's crucial for global citizens to comprehend the motivations, concerns, and aspirations of all nations involved. This approach not only cultivates an informed public discourse, but also lessens the likelihood of animosity rooted in misconceptions. In the current geopolitical climate, neutrality becomes a luxury, and as geopolitical blocs form and realignments occur, nations must make choices. These decisions extend beyond economic considerations, encompassing cultural ties, historical relationships, and shared visions for the future. China's assertiveness serves as a stark reminder of the significance of regional collaborations, emphasizing the necessity for a nuanced understanding of international dynamics to navigate this intricate and interconnected world. As the global stage sees superpowers commanding attention, it's crucial not to overlook the significant influence wielded by regional powers within their spheres. Examples abound, such as the OAN Group's impactful operations in Southeast Asia and the evolving dynamics within the African Union. These regional entities often find themselves in positions where they can mediate influence or even challenge the narrative set by global superpowers. Within this unfolding geopolitical drama, smaller nations and emerging economies can draw essential lessons. A key takeaway underscores the significance of diversifying partnerships. Relying heavily on a single superpower or bloc exposes nations to the whims and changes of those dominant entities. By fostering relationships with multiple players, countries can maintain a level of autonomy and agency in their decisions. The China-Russia-Iran dynamic further emphasizes the value of soft power, the ability to shape the preferences of others through appeal and attraction rather than coercion. Culture, political values, diplomacy, and historical narratives all play pivotal roles in shaping soft power. For nations observing this triad, investing in their cultural, educational, and diplomatic initiatives becomes crucial. Such investments not only enhance a nation's global image, but also position them strategically in the intricate web of international relations. It's a reminder that influence extends beyond military might or economic prowess. It's also about the art of attraction and the strategic cultivation of relationships on the world stage. Furthermore, investing in cultural, educational, and diplomatic initiatives not only enhances a nation's global image, but also provides leverage in international negotiations and partnerships. It's crucial to note the role of technology in this context. In an era dominated by digital economies, artificial intelligence, and cyber warfare, technological prowess becomes a significant factor in global influence. The synergy of China's tech advancements, Russia's cyber capabilities, and Iran's burgeoning tech sector presents a formidable counter to Western tech dominance. For countries worldwide, this underscores the importance of nurturing tech innovation, ensuring cybersecurity, and integrating technology into long-term strategic planning. As these events unfold, there's a growing global consciousness among citizens. People worldwide are becoming more politically aware, realizing that global events can have direct repercussions on their daily lives. This heightened awareness places an onus on governments to be transparent, engage in open dialogues with their citizens, and ensure that foreign policy decisions reflect the broader aspirations of the populace. Lastly, the environment and impending climate crisis add another layer of complexity. While nations jostle for geopolitical positioning, the planet's environmental clock continues to tick. Collaborative action against climate change demands global unity, transcending the divisions evident in events like China's support for Russia and Iran against Western sanctions. The hope is that, while countries may differ in their political and economic narratives, the shared challenge of environmental sustainability will unite nations in purpose and action. In the grand tapestry of global affairs, the China-Russia-Iran dynamic is but a thread, albeit a significant one. And the world continues to evolve, so will its challenges and alliances. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss a video.